Remember, we can also add text to our scatter plot, right? Say in this case, we wanted to label the model of a car, right? So if you come here and say row names of empty cars, right? So you have all of these models of these cars, right? Let's say we want to have a scatter plot and be able to specify the model of the car as text. Okay, so how can we do that? We come in here and say qplot miles per gallon, weight, specify our data, empty cars, right? Remember that when it's come to text, you have to provide the label for your text. Okay, so here we'll specify the label and say the label will what? The models of the cars. So which were what? Row names. Okay, these were row names of empty cars, right? And say when it's come to the plot that we want the points, and then we want what? Text. In this case, you have to specify text. Okay, this will add text, right? So let's run this. So let us try and see how can we adjust this text from our points. Okay, so let's say horizontal adjustment, let's say 0, and let's see vertical adjustment, let's put this to also 0 and see. So you have see now this has made it different, right? So this will align our text based on the point. As you can observe here that when it comes to the highest miles per gallon, it seems like Toyota is here, and then we have Fiat and we have Hyundai. There is a Porsche, used to be my favorite car. So this is how you can add text to your scatter plot. Now, let's say you want to add some random text in your scatter plots, right? So in order to do that, you're gonna come here and say qplot, and we're gonna say mpg, you're gonna say weight, specify your data, right? Now, we want to use this function, annotate, right? So in order to use this function, we have to use geom argument, right? And say geom will be text, right? Following, we have to specify the location, right? Say for example, we want it here on the x-axis when x equals 15, right? Now let's look at the y-axis and say at the y-axis, let's come in here and say when weight is equal to 4. So we have to specify y equals 4. Okay, remember we have to add the label for our text, right? Let's say we come in here and say I love maths. Who else love maths? I also love maths. So let's run this. So you observe that it has added text at this specified location. We can also come in here and say let's change the location. Say for example y equals 5. If you run this, you observe now it has added text at this specified location. So remember that here we're simply just adding any random text into our plot. We have to specify the location. We also specify label, but previously we have added the labels based on the models of the cars, and in that case we used the points and text. Don't forget that.